How do I tell if I have a hidden water leak in my home? This is one of the scariest, most anxiety-ridden questions we get. Water leaks are scary, and quite often you walk into your basement and there's a as you walk on the floor, right? And all of a sudden water comes in. Or you look up at your ceiling and there's a ring on the ceiling that wasn't there before. It's scary because water leaks are tough to find when you don't know where they're coming from. What you really look for next is a company who's going to come out there with the right equipment. It's not always best to cut a hole just where the water's coming from, because just because the water is coming through somewhere or shows up somewhere doesn't mean that's where the original source of the water leak is coming from. You're really looking for a repair plumber or a professional plumber coming out who is going to take the time to do a thorough diagnosis of understanding where your plumbing is in the house, really eliminating and troubleshooting whether it's a drain or a water line, diagnosing whether it's a silicone problem around showers. There are so many different locations that water can leak in a house, and the most important thing you can look for is someone who's going to come through and do a thorough diagnosis and not just come through and start cutting a bunch of holes. That's a big difference between hiring a professional company who knows what they're doing and hiring someone who doesn't, is that intensity just to come in and start cutting. That's especially if you don't know where the water's coming from. The most important thing anybody can do is start a thorough diagnosis to reduce the total impact of the repair. The other really important thing from once you discover a hidden water leak is being able to mitigate the damage as soon as possible. Standing water and consistent water leaks over a sustained period of time have a tendency of creating mold, and this is where being able to cut out where the water has gone, dry it out as fast as possible, being able to identify where there may or may not be mold coming from, and then being able to engage a proper mediation, like disaster remediation company, can come in handy. There is a difference between a plumbing company and a disaster remediation company or dealing with mold, and being able to make sure that hidden water leak has not created damage. The most important thing to know about mold is that it needs a warm, moist, dark environment to thrive in. So if you think that you may have a water leak and you're just not sure, that's one of those areas where you want to get a professional in your home as fast as possible with the right equipment to be able to identify the cause and the source of the water leak before any of that damage gets sustained over a long period of time.